I'm Joe Galli, live in New Braunfels, where vandals have targeted people who openly show support for candidates in the Democratic Party. You don't even need a radar gun to see if people are speeding along Bandera Road in front of Woodlawn Hills Elementary School. All you have to do is ask the parents. The area where I'm kneeling right now is the perfect habitat for snakes. We're talking about tall grass, stones, places to hide, and places to hunt. Take a look at this. I'm standing on the sidewalk, but the sidewalk's not where the sidewalk is supposed to be. That's where it was until floodwaters pushed it along the G Street Bridge. I'm just kind of hanging out here at Hemisphere. It's what most people do, especially in this particular part. And if we head over in this direction over here, oh boy, probably not going to be the next contestant on American Ninja Warrior. You shouldn't expect to see anything new really being built in that area for quite a while. It's expected to be complete around 2021. Randy, how you hanging? The silence from this bomber is as deafening as a blast, and according to a man who helped bring in one of the most notorious domestic terrorists in American history, communication is going to be key for pinning that profile on the right suspect. Things are moving just as smoothly as this escalator's moving right now. There are some pretty simple things you can do to keep yourself from being a victim of a crime of opportunity like this. Oh. Door's unlocked. And just like that, Christmas came early for a thief. Right now, there are about 30 roadways throughout San Antonio that are closed because of high water. This is one of them, where Leon Creek has overtaken the frontage road along Highway 90. You might want to leave the umbrella at home. It's not going to help you. You'll be fighting with it all day. It is a rowdy and ruckus crowd here in the Aztec Theater. These folks have come from all over South Texas, not only to see, but be a part of this show right here. This is Ring of Honor Wrestling. The parade might be over, but I'm feeling that conga beat right now, and so are the folks who are still here. You can see the long line of folks that just finished watching a spectacular show. You can expect to see plenty of these electric scooters. They're everywhere, parked on the sidewalk. Some people even just leaving them like that. And if anybody does that, one, it's incredibly rude, but it also makes life really difficult for people with disabilities. Cruising down Broadway. For Paul Puga, getting around downtown is not easy.
In the wheelchair, being low and being handicapped,
he's living with MS.
You would see everything different.
And between bumpy roads, the lack of ramps, and narrow sidewalks, getting from point A to B is a chore. Now, a new problem, parked e-scooters.
They just leave them directly in the middle of the sidewalk.
Paul can't easily move them out of the way, and for some disabled people, that would be almost impossible.
And I use maps and I use things to give me directions, and they lead me down a street and I'm running into a bird, so I had to reroute myself and then pull up the directions again so I won't get lost.
Paul says it's not just scooter renters leaving scooters in the way, but also people who work for scooter companies, sometimes putting scooters in places that become roadblocks for folks in wheelchairs. We saw a few examples of that today.
Common courtesy of just leaving them out of the sidewalk would help, or a designated area where they could be stored would be tremendous.
We want the scooter companies themselves to take responsibility for their equipment that's in the right-of-way.
The city met with representatives from scooter companies today to talk about the new ordinance and to try to continue finding what regulations work and don't work for San Antonio.
Part of that is working with the companies to make sure that when they deploy them in the morning that they're doing it properly, that they're meeting those requirements.
If you want to make a complaint on how these scooters are parked, you can call these 800 numbers that are supposed to be printed on every single one of these scooters. You can also call 311 and make a complaint as well, and that way it gets logged and then that data gets sent back to the scooter companies. Back to you.